Welcome! Today we're painting carnations. Carnations have these really ruffly kind of petals. I'm starting with a really light wash of this violet color and then going in while it's still wet and dropping in some darker shades of that color right along the bottom of these petals. Remember to leave a little bit of white space in between the petals so that you see a little separation. You can also refer to the images in the Pinterest board, which is linked below. Alright, so while that dries, I can work on the second one. This is a little bit of a peach color, so it's yellow mixed with a little pink. And then doing the same thing by adding a light layer first and leaving some white space between the petals. And then with a rinsed brush, I'm pulling out a few of those petals along the back so they're a little bit more translucent on the edges. And then go in with a little darker pinkish red and you can drop in that color right along the bottom of the petals. And because these layers are still wet and damp, there will be a natural wet on wet bleed and the colors will blend on their own. Okay, so while those dry, I can put in some of the stems. I'm using a green and building this very characteristic piece, which is kind of a cone shape, and it's right up against these petals at the widest part, and then it narrows towards the stem. So this is a side view of these carnations. Once you have those pieces in, you can pull down the longer stem part and also add in some leaves. So wherever the leaves are attached to the stem, it's a little bit wider. And if you look at the reference image, you'll see that it's a little bit thicker right there. So you can pull out a little section and then from that spot have your leaves grow out. You can also add a little stem and a little bud along one of these main stems. So just showing a little start of another carnation. Because most of these layers are still a little wet and damp, I'm trying not to touch them. I'm putting in this little leaf behind the rest. Alright, so after your first layers have dried, you can go in and add in some more shadows and color wherever you'd like, and add in your final touches. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a ton of fun painting. I'll see you in the next video.